When traders tell us how to make Thinkorswim even better, we listen. They asked for a version they could access anywhere, no download necessary. We heard them. And when they asked to execute a preset trade strategy in seconds, we said absolutely. Feedback like this inspired us to build Thinkorswim Web, and it continues to push us. So our entire suite of platforms never stops getting better. Because platforms this innovative aren't just made for traders, they're made by them. Thinkorswim Trading, from TD Ameritrade.
Lowe's has more of what trade pros like you need to get the job done. That means more delivery options, more convenient hours to fit your schedule, and more savings to fit your budget. More of the brands you trust the most. More of everything you need, all in one place. That's why, in the past year, more electricians, landscapers, painters, plumbers, and other pros helped make Lowe's the new home for trade pros. U.S. only.
Good to see you, Vanessa. You looking like you know how to stop some traffic. You gonna keep that up. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Good stuff. Well, I'm very happy to see all of you. This is our morning meeting. If this is your first time, then this is an actual meeting. It's not a class. There's no fluff, no gimmicks. I don't know. It's literally me running this company. I decided to open it up to the public when COVID-19 first began, because I realized that we were not affected, but in fairness, we were ready for the recession. Now, nobody knew COVID-19 was coming unless you were paying attention since November like me, but we were ready for a massive recession. For the last 2 years, we've been ready. And since we have been unaffected and everybody has been ill affected, I decided to open up this company so everyone could be helped out. Your only job is to take what is good from here, take it back to your company, and receive all your blessings. Do we still got some folk that like blessings out there? Am I still in the right place? That's all right. Good. All right. So make sure I'm still in the right place. Outstanding. Our first order, well, we got a lot to cover. And I'm going to cover a few things before I get to what I will call my main story. So we'll go there. Deanna, what's on your agenda today? Although I know, I want to see what else is there before I add something to it.
Sales funnels.
Yes. Which one? Well, actually, before you even answer that, it's Michelle that I have questions over. Is she here? All right. I need the order. The other Michelle Black. I need to organize. Oh, we need to organize. You get what I'm saying? Her funnel, because she has a lot going on, and we need to organize them. And we need content. Didn't she email that something like that?
Yes, I will forward it all over to you. It's the
You ain't gotta forward it. You can just
the PowerPoint.
All right. Oh, well then you doing that one then. That's too administrative. That's too. Which one are you doing now?
I'm working on Ham and Law.
All right then. So I'll jump. That's, well, maybe I can do it. It ain't that administrative. I just heard PowerPoint and lost all my energy, Grace. I heard PowerPoint almost died. Just, oh my God.
Yes. It's only for the content. It's only for the content and the graphics. We don't have to actually.
Your face when she said PowerPoint is my face when you say, "Hey, I need you to think of." Wait a minute.
Yeah, I lost my vision. I couldn't see no more, Satish. My stomach started hurting like I had to use the restroom. Man, if y'all don't know, I don't do administrative things at all. Okay, I don't do administrative things at all. Let me pause real quick and let everyone know it is Tempest's birthday today, our business partner. And so when you see her or shoot her a message, she would be very glad to receive it. She turns 92 today. That's not how old she is, but that's what I'm gonna keep saying. Okay, but I'm gonna keep saying July 30th is her day, and she's a blessing to all of us. And then you got Phil and Grace right after all this here. So he's got all these summer babies. Christmas time was good for y'all parents. I see. Yeah, the wine got poured up. You know what I'm saying? Is that no? Y'all don't.
Same goes for you, July. Yeah. Your summer
Oh,
baby too.
you know, they's probably listening to some Luther. You understand? I guess I feel like I was born to some Luther. I just got Luther swag today or something. I don't know. You know. So all right, so we the funnels is going well. I finished the one. We gotta figure out how to get the form to throw to an email. That's the thing. But we can build until we work that out.
Okay.
Until we work it out. So I need to get in the code or something. I need to. Anyway, I'll work it out. I'll work that out. It shouldn't be too hard. So that's that. Grace, what's on your agenda? Monica, I'm coming to you next.
Okay, I have a happiness call at 10, and then I'm speaking with Miss Vanessa. She said, I need to talk with you. I said, yes, ma'am, at 2, and then at 2:00 our time. And then I have a follow-up call with a young lady about the Bureau. And at 5:30, I have another call with one of Michelle Black's referrals.
All I heard was good news. I just heard a bunch of good news. I like it. That sounds good to me. Monica, what you got going on?
For today, I have 3 appointments as well, with 2 follow-ups this afternoon. Today, I'm going to start working on a short workout for Miss Carol for the 30-day challenge she's doing. So I'm going to start doing that so I can record that video this week. And then hopefully by that time, I'll be getting wrapped up for 5 o'clock.
Okay, good stuff. Carol, clap for you. So
Thank
go ahead,
you,
Carol.
Monica.
I got you.
Monica, I'm gonna be putting you on camera soon, so you get ready. You need to be exploited. Yes, and I forgot to exploit you too. Shame on me. I saw she did one of them challenge, accepted it. I said, oh, you know what?
I didn't even do it the first time. I had to wait for the second person. I was like, all right, fine.
I looked at that. I said, oh no, she needs I need to put her out front somewhere. Yeah, looking like a cash register girl at a pizza restaurant. You know, they put the little young pretty, 17-year-old up there, something, or 18. I said, look at her. Good stuff. Reggie, oh man, I was laughing at you this morning. Remember Reggie, I ought to show y'all this fool. I was dying laughing. I forgot we did it to y'all. I'm gonna show you. So Reggie, we gotta jump on it, man. We need to I need you to get silly on camera for me. As soon as I find it. I'm gonna show it to you. This boy is silly, y'all. Hold on. Yeah, buddy. Hold on. Today's Thursday, right?
That's correct.
All right.
Thursday.
Your other meeting, we good for tonight? You know what I'm talking about? The meeting on 61st, the Seawall.
Yeah, we good.
We good? All right then. So I'm looking forward to tonight's leadership class. Reggie and Diana is gonna tad up as usual. I gotta show y'all something too funny. Hold on, it is worth me stumbling across. Here, y'all can look with me. Hold on. Yeah, give me a second. This boy did something too funny. And I about died laughing. All right, there we go. Okay. This is where we in here. Y'all can see my little folder, huh? Y'all see laid down law here? Look at laid down. All right, show you. Mr. Law. Oh, laid down. Look at him. Look at him. Just just in Texas in a tux and didn't even drop a sweat. Only somebody that goes by the name of Law can pull that off. Hold on, y'all. I want to show y'all something. I about died laughing. I forgot all about it, too. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is.
We ready. Now, everybody has a pastor who still got 1 foot in and 1 foot out. So what I'm about to do right
He's crazy. Don't even worry about y'all. I've had to show y'all. Y'all gonna have to see it later. Y'all had to see it later. This fool, I forgot all about it. Where your pastor loves Megan Thee Stallion is what the name of that is. This
I got a part two. I got a part two because she done got shot. So since she done got shot, I got a part two. So yeah.
I didn't even know she got shot. I'm so disconnected.
She ain't get shot, but she got shot.
Oh, okay. Got you. Okay. All right. That is too funny. If y'all just know your pastor probably shouldn't be listening to Megan Thee Stallion. That is like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Yes, Kira said she had an awesome birthday. She was opening up gifts yesterday. I saw cards and stuff. Y'all gotta be careful. She be posting them throwbacks. I be saying, watch out, da. Watch out, da. I see you. I see you shining over there in Delaware.
I'm trying to get back.
You ain't got to get back. You just keep on doing it. But shoot, I got 70 more pounds to lose, y'all. I decided yesterday I was gonna drop them. I decided yesterday I was gonna drop them. So I hadn't decided. I just been easing them in because I just dropped 70. I just dropped 70.
Because I'm coming to Texas?
I think that is, man.
Is that why you want to drop?
Yeah. We gonna be skinny together with flip flops on and spandex. Yeah, buddy. So yeah, I just decided yesterday. I was just sitting there yesterday, randomly. I was like, I'm gonna drop these 70 pounds. It was just as random as random gets. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. The problem is I like the way I look. So that's my problem. It's anyway. When you like the way you look, it's you ain't got no motivation. So that's I mean I am a pretty solid buff dude. So I just got it. Here come these ab workouts, Law. Here come these ab workouts.
When you get down there, Law, just work on him, okay?
Just work on me. Just work on me.
Not a problem, Carol. Not a problem.
So, Reggie, let me get some more visual aids from V, and then that'll be too good. He said he got a part 2. That'll be too good. That's what I'm talking about. Now, Deanna, I'm actually looking at Coach's presence. Remind me of something. You sent me those addresses, correct?
Yes, sir. You need me to resend them?
No. You sent some. Well, go on and resend them so I ain't got to look for them. Oh, I got them right here. No, they right here. Let me just. I'll just do that. Now it's at the bottom now. Alrighty. Let's jump on that. Let's jump back on that so I can make that happen. Good stuff. Now, let's see who else. All right, sales team. It's about to get busy. Just so you know. Y'all ready? All right. Sugar's like, yes. Y'all ready? It's about to get busy. It's about to get real busy. Any questions so far from anybody? Because I'm about to get to my main story. I was rushing to it. All right. Let me tell y'all, stop letting them lie to you. You understand? I can't stress this enough. Now, it is widely known that for years, for about 3 years, I've been screaming, recession's coming. It's going to be the worst thing ever. It's going to be bad. But it was common sense. And in February or March or beginning, when something like that, I told everybody, actually in March I did the keynote, but in January I told y'all, my private network, that 2020 looks a lot like 1929. Or 1929. 2020 looks like 1930, 1929. Who knows what happened in 1929? I'm talking to all y'all.
The Great
Great
Recession.
Depression.
The Great Depression. And it had all the, in fact, let me go ahead and let me show y'all, because y'all not listening. Let me go ahead and show y'all. It is at this point that if you want to shield yourself from economic disruption, I'm going to show you the actual keynote I did. This is it. If you don't know, I actually write my keynotes down. I just memorize them. See that? That's actually written down. I never shoot from the hip. Never. Now, it was called Everything They Not Telling You About This Recession. As Jerome pointed out to y'all, I ain't even say recession no more, warned y'all, because it's here. All right. I wish I had some more cameras on and some voices so I could see. I tell you what, whoever gonna get this, you get this. You get it when you get it. All right, that's up to you. This, I said this, but I've been saying this. Forget all that. Forget all that. I'm gonna teach you why 2020 looks like 1929. The real reason why it's so hard for most people to be successful, what your new dollar amount should be, and business opportunities created by the coronavirus, and how to benefit for the recession when there is one. That's what I said then. Even though I knew it was one, I was trying to be nice. There is one. Do you understand? This is what I said in the beginning. Oh, forget all that. Forget that. There it is, right here. Real big. Why 2020 looks like 1929. Here are a few things. And I actually went to articles. Okay. According to Investment Watch, in the article posted March 9th, 2020, the global economy is already slowing down, and investors have fear that this will accumulate worse economic collapse since the Great Depression. Okay, this is just me backing up. So hold on real quick. Let me stop sharing my screen this way. Let me share my desktop. All right, there we go. Now, I'm going to click this. Here's Investment Watch. Exactly what I said. Same date. Stock market crash has begun. We've never seen this since the Great Depression. Now, I didn't need them to tell me this. This is just me backing up what I'm about to say with facts. You know, all this stuff here. I'll do you a favor. I'll post it in chat. Now, let me just temporarily stop my screen. When you young like me and you start telling folk the sky is falling, they don't believe that. You understand? They don't believe that. But I'm a history buff, and I've been in business since 1996. So I done been through 5 recessions. Don't get that twisted. I ain't no new businessman. I done been through Clinton. I done been through 2 Bushes. Look, don't fool me now. You understand what I'm saying? Look, I done been through it. I know what's going on. Went to 2008, I was in business, and then all this stuff, and I'm surviving now. What's important here is for all you understand, they lying to y'all. Okay? The punchline is y'all are in the greatest transfer of wealth ever. Put your net out. That's the punchline. Try it again. Let me do it. Maybe if I get some attention this time. Y'all are in the greatest transfer of wealth ever. Cast your nets. Okay, all right. Maybe I put a little King James version. Maybe that'll make a little more sense. You know, let me push it further. The water been touched. It's stirred up. All right. By him with a capital H. It's stirred up. Put your net out. All right, there you go. All right, I was gonna get somebody. I was gonna keep going until I got somebody. So that's that. Back to my keynote. You can see this, right, Grace? Because I'm not sure if I'm saying. I typically share my Chrome and not my desktop. All right, good stuff. Now, then, and according to this article, listen, y'all, if I start spitting facts, it means I'm about to drop the hammer. But I just trying, Carol, to be nice. I gotta support the hammer with these facts. According to this article, on this day, hedge fund manager Kevin Smith has said the coronavirus has triggered a stock market crash, but forget 2008. It could mirror the 1929. And here's this article. Now, we already know, y'all. We already know we got more job loss than the Great Depression ever had. 12.3 million people lost their jobs in the Great Depression. Now, you can adjust that for, population growth, but I could assure you, all of you, listen very well. We had like 36 million people lost of jobs. That's 300% more. You understand? And this time, you got a rent crisis that's about to happen. And we worse. If we was divided in 1929, we done time travel back to 1865 in America. You do know what's made all this worse is everything is connected. The internet has connected everything and everybody. America is the world's #1 economy. That means in any pain it has, all will have. And any pain that all has, America will have. 60 to 70% of the world trades with the US dollar and uses the US dollar. I don't think y'all understand how important this is. That's all right. That's what I'm here for. Basically, this is what I told everybody. There's 3 things that existed in 1930 that are now happening again. Never existed before, they're happening. There's a very large gap between the rich and the poor, and a very large gap between the right and the left. Who can relate to that? Who knows that's happening? Because I certainly have gotten richer by sitting on my duff. All right. Let me try this one more time. I'm about to give y'all some secrets to shield you. You understand? I need you to get that although I frequently come back to the middle class and throw blows with y'all and fight and get in the mud, I am not middle class. Okay? Just process this for a second. I need you to get that one of the people that benefit from coronavirus and any economic downturn is talking to you and telling you how this is happening, why this is happening, and trying to get you out of it. Does everyone nod your head, raise your emoji hands, flick your camera, make sure this is insider information. Unless you know somebody else coming back to lift you out the miry clay. Then you all, I'm what you got. Okay? I'm what you got. Until you find somebody else, I'm what you got. Right? I have gotten nothing but richer. As a matter of fact, it's so much, the times are so crazy, Vanessa. I'm literally, and Satish will attest to this, I'm telling people I'm not paying right now. I'm not. That don't make no sense. I don't have to. What you gonna do? You gonna get mad? You gonna hit my credit? I don't even use it. I don't need to. I've made every major purchase that I ever need, except for my jet, and I'm not buying that with credit. Nobody buys a jet with credit. Nobody puts a jet on their credit. Yeah. Right. I don't need credit and I don't need money. But why would I give you my cash when I'm using my cash to get to $1 billion? Help me, somebody. I'll pay you when I feel like it. I'm not lying. I don't feel bad. It ain't got nothing to do. You want to win? I'm teaching you how to win. Why would I go sacrifice my soldiers? Now, if this was regular time, yeah, this is the worst time ever. Oh, well, you ain't got to believe me. Don't believe me. Let's just look at what NPR said this morning. The coronavirus pandemic has triggered the sharpest economic contraction in modern history, as GDP shrank an annual rate of 32.9% in the second quarter. Horrific, one economist says. We've never seen anything quite like it. Look at these lines. This is 1955. And look at this, y'all. Look at this red line. Look at the 2008 recession, which we said widely this was the greatest recession of all time. Anything worse would have been depression. Everybody heard that? Let me see your faces. Let me see you. Let me see you. Look at where we at. Look, this was the worst. This will never happen again. We smarter now. We're never going to do it. And look. And I ain't even gotten to the article yet. So you can go ahead and keep letting them gaslight. Y'all know what gaslighting is? When you're in an abusive relationship, the abuser always gaslights the survivor. Gaslight comes in one or two forms. It's one form, but it has one or two elements to it. The first thing I must do is I must convince my Yuri she's crazy. So when she convinced me that I'm cheating, when she go to the phone and say, here, I'm looking at the phone. Now what I got to do is I got to turn it around on her. That's gaslighting. See, they ain't even like that. Why you always going through? Don't act like you ain't never been. Don't act like you ain't picked no toxic relationship. I know y'all. See, this is a problem talking to save and conscious folk. Y'all ain't never struggled. Okay? You know what I'm talking about. You've been with somebody or you did it yourself. You turned it all around. How many of y'all know somebody that don't never apologize? They always turn around what you talking about and they become the victim. Yeah, that's gaslighting.
Yep.
And go ahead, Susie.
Yeah, I've got a brother doing that.
Child, we got a government doing that.
Yeah.
I cut them off.
Well, we know we have a government doing that. But on a personal level, when you said know someone Unfortunately, the brother I have left has kind of always done this.
Yep. Yep. He's always been an abuser. It's just like abusers see things as don't see power in two ways: power over or power to influence. It's the only two type of powers there is. Kiara's right. Absolute narcissist.
He doesn't get that from me.
I know that's right.
Nope.
No,
I
that's
love
right.
him unconditionally, and I always will. But I don't play those games.
I know that's right, girl. Shoot. I know that's right. Chris say his cutoff game strong. He fall off a cliff before he feed into that. You know, that's what Chris says. I'm not mad.
I
Listen,
might think about it.
you understand what I'm saying? Listen, I'm telling you, this is gaslighting. The government right now is gaslighting y'all. Every time y'all complain, are you crazy? This is the greatest country in the world. Am I not talking to people who hear this every day? Oh, it's not that bad. Oh, it'll pass. You hear it every day. Let me talk to black folk right now. Oh, but if you just follow the law, help me somebody. If you would just listen. Black folk, the only folk that's expected to be perfect and then punished for not being perfect. So don't fool me.
You over here preaching.
Don't fool me. I'm trying to talk to you. I'm trying to save your life. Okay? I'm trying to save your life. They lying to y'all. And I keep telling y'all they lie to y'all. And the data done came out. But guess what, y'all? They fit the super lie to you today. Because if this is the worst thing we've ever seen in modern history, you're about to get the greatest gaslighting in modern history. Because it's election year. Oh, the whipped cream that's about to come out these lies is about to be the sweetest whipped cream ever. Oh, somebody fit the falsified job report. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be incredible. And then, when none of that works, we're going to find a terrorist somewhere. Watch. I'm telling you what's up. I know how this works. You got to remember. Let me not say what I used to do for the United States Army, but you just got to remember that I was military intelligence. I'm telling y'all, it's about to get terrible. If you're just joining us, let me tell you what I'm talking about. I'm having my meeting. You understand? I had told Monica, unmute your mic for you. Unmute your mic real quick. See, I seen this coming. And me and Phil was actually texting about it. Monica, 2 weeks ago or something like that, I told you I was going to drop some money, a bunch of money on ads to speed us up. How much did I say then?
15,000.
That's right. And then yesterday, the day before, I came back and said what?
2 million. And I was real confused.
She texted you, like, I thought you said, but I'm happy. And I was like, no, I've been looking. I've been paying attention, Law. I've been looking. See, what I do is, y'all, I wait till everybody hurt. It's why? Why not? This is Satish, let me tell you why I'm saving my cash. Because I want to buy a $100,000 gym. And they're going to be like, listen, if you can just give us $1 for all this equipment, we'll take it. And I say, well, I give you 50 cents for everything. Well, let's make it 25. I want to buy a $100,000 gym for $25,000 and then wait and then resell that gym for $250,000. You understand? I've been getting customers for free when everything was all roses and jelly jam, strawberry with honey butter on the biscuits. Now, customers paying me to come in. Perfect time right now. 50% of small gyms selling off equipment and closing. That's right. Yo, is McDonald's a fast food company? Are they a real estate company?
Real estate.
Lowe's has more of what trade pros like you need to get the job done. That means more delivery options, more convenient hours to fit your schedule, and more savings to fit your budget. More of the brands you trust the most. More of everything you need, all in one place. That's why, in the past year, more electricians, landscapers, painters, plumbers, and other pros helped make Lowe's the new home for trade pros. U.S. only.
My bad.
They are absolutely real estate, and I'll push that further. They property managers. They real estate investors, and they say, Jerome, you can have this franchise, but by the way, though, the franchise fees come to me, and the fact that you're sitting on our land, yeah, go ahead and pay us this too. They're not just real estate investors. McDonald's got the only people who got more real estate than McDonald's is the Catholic Church, because the Catholic Church been around longer. Both the Catholic Church and McDonald's have prime real estate around the world. The mere fact that you can drink too much of that energy drink while you're on your road trip and then have to use the restroom and say, I'm going to just stop at the next McDonald's, says a whole lot about McDonald's business strategy, because the mere fact that you know if you keep driving, you're going to see another one, tells you real estate. Don't mind me though, Carol. I be too woke sometimes. If you just join us.
Location.
Yeah, they took that for real. If you just join us, here it is. I went through some stuff real quick. NPR said the worst in modern history. Worst. We dropped 32.9%. Remember, y'all, they said 2008 was the worst ever. Anything worse than that, Carol, one more dollar drop would have been the Great Depression all over again. Look at this. We've already lost more jobs than 300% more jobs than the Great Depression ever did. Now, even if you adjust for population, we don't have 300% more people. Well, even if we had 300% more people living on planet Earth now, so now we back at Great Depression numbers. Look at this. This is real, y'all. This is the Bureau of Economic Analysis. That's not ATS.org. Horrific. Another 1.43 million people have filed for unemployment. And they keep telling y'all, it's okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. So let's go back to my keynote that I said back in March that I told y'all about. That I've been saying since January and December. Let's go on back to it because I said something in there that this one of them I told you so moments, Carol. I said something in there. I told everybody there's three things that existed in the 30s that are now happening again. For one, I keep getting super rich. I ain't lost a dime. If any, I've made more money in my life. Let me stop this real quick. Since March to now, I have made more money in my life in that little stretch than I have the whole time I've been living. I need somebody to hit me. That ain't got nothing to do with prayer. You don't pray for stuff like that. That's preparation. Different P word. Okay? That ain't prayer, that's preparation. You don't pray your way out of this. You listen to Antonio out of this, because I'm giving you the answers. I'm not hold. There's a law. Who knows the fourth law of power? I need somebody. If you don't know it, somebody that got the ability to say, okay, you got it. Go. She got the book. You got the book next to you? Let me see it, girl. Unmute your mic. Unmute your mic, Deanna. This girl got all the books. All right, go to the fourth law of power.
Always say less than necessary.
Why?
When you're trying to impress people with words, the more you say, the more calming you appear, and the less
right
you
there.
control.
It's called withholding power. You withhold information, and you get more power. I ain't playing, y'all. The government is withholding information. Some other gurus is withholding information. I'm telling y'all what it is, giving you the clues so you never have to need me. That's facts. That's 100% facts. I give y'all everything. I done made more money than ever. And then interest rates are close to zero, and printing money and assets is not effective. That's just like 1929. And then there's a rise of power that's trying to challenge the existing world power. It was Russia at first. Today is China. In the last 500 years, this has happened 16 times, and 12 of those times there were wars. There are 4 types of wars happening today simultaneously. Number 1 is a trade war. Number 2, a technology war. Then there's a geopolitical war. And then there's a capital war. All these are happening right now. Did not drop down. I said the real reason why it's so hard, don't worry about all that, it's all good. But this is where I dropped everybody. I said the new dollar amount you need to be focused on. I said your money goals are probably too low. Here's a new goal. You should create $250 million cash flow after expenses are paid. Money is slavery. Cash flow is freedom. If you make money, someone controls you with debt. If you have cash flow, you control debt and have true freedom. And that's where we hang our hat. I told y'all this. I'm going to tell it to you again. I'm going to read this again, and this time I'm going to pause. And I'm going to let y'all ask me any question you want to. Okay? I said, Carol, you need to be focused on $250 million cash flow. I didn't say cash. I said cash flow. And then I said after expenses. I didn't say total, my man. I didn't say total. You understand? I said after expenses. Gross stuff. I can't put gross in my refrigerator. Only net go in my refrigerator. You understand? All that taxes that go in the government refrigerator. That's why I don't like no net worth. My kids can't eat net worth. That's why you don't never hear me talk about it. It's trash. You ain't talking about no net worth. That's trash. Vanessa network can't get her medicine. You know what I'm saying? Can't do nothing. Network can't do it. Go ahead, Carol.
So what is the quickest way for us to do that?
Oh, say it again. Your mic was low.
So what is the quickest way for us to do that?
The quickest way for you to do that? Well, I would do it in 3 different ways during this time. Okay? I want to answer that question in this time during this economic downturn, COVID or not, as it is now. That's how I want to answer the question. Is that okay, Carol? Okay, because the question would have changed if you said something 8 years ago. The first thing I would do is I would focus on hard assets only. Everything you need to do it needs to go back to hard assets. Stock market is not a hard asset. That doesn't mean don't use the stock market to put that money back into real estate. That's what you should be doing. If it's not real estate or gold or some hard asset that has continuously in every economic downturn risen, then I wouldn't deal with it. Everybody got it? I'm not done. There's 3 answers to this question, but I'm going to give you those 6 hard assets, if you don't mind. Let's see. Oh, I wrote them down somewhere. What happens when? Nope. No. Well, that's right. I go from memory. What you call them? Bonds. Old bonds. They have to be old bonds. Old bonds, not new ones. Old. Here's why. The old bonds have a higher interest rate because the feds have lowered the interest rates. You understand? Those bonds were set. They call it, sometimes you hear them call, let me just say old bonds. Those were set at a higher interest rate. You understand? So now they're extremely valuable because the interest rates are so low. The problem with that is that won't work for y'all because the way wealth is set up, the reason why I keep getting richer is because I already got the wealth. Remember, wealth creates wealth.
Antonio?
Yes, ma'am.
I
see you, Law. I'm finna have you unmute your mic in a second. Go ahead, Susan.
I have bonds in my mom's estate that they got, I don't know when, 60s probably.
Yep.
And that's all to go to the grandchildren.
Oh, that's going to be blessed.
That's going to be interesting to see what that.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be.
Yeah, there's one for each of them, but they have their own number, so they vary a little bit, but not much.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, that's going to be.
So they, my parents, again, they grew up in the Great Depression, so they not grew up. They were, my dad was in the war and in the 20s. I remember my mom talking about standing in long lines for not pantyhose, just the pull-up hose, because of course back then women only wore dresses, so you had to wear hose, and there were no hose, and they would stand in lines, let alone food and all that. But the women, that was something that women were really without.
Yeah.
Today women are without hair color, getting their nails done, and all that kind of stuff. Back then it was hose. So that generation, I learned about those things by observing, and then just the way I was raised, on being conserving. Yeah, not spending money and never using credit cards. My parents never used credit cards ever.
No, and they shouldn't have, and you still shouldn't have. You still shouldn't, but we've got people now paid to tell us to do so. Listen, y'all shouldn't even buy a house. I'm gonna just tell you, if you're not buying that house to rent it out, you should not buy a house. You should not buy a mortgage. You should not have one for yourself. And that goes against all your conventional thinking. The problem is your conventional thinking is slave thinking. That's your problem. You should not have a house mortgage. If you do, you should be figuring out how to create cash flow to get other people to pay it.
Antonio?
Yes, ma'am.
I heard something on the news, and I didn't catch the whole thing, but I thought of you. People would buy their houses to get the equity and then that money they would use to draw on to send their kids to college.
That's right.
So they did all that to spend that money for college, that now those things aren't even worth anything.
Nothing. Nothing. Nothing at all. Right? And right now, and Justin to testify, there's trillions of American dollars sitting frozen in equity right now. That's insane. Money is useless if it's not being moved. It already doesn't exist, but if you don't move it, it's currency. You can't have steel currency. Come on, Law. Unmute your mic real quick and show them what you got. Cause see, Law ain't no dummy. Law what called me at 6 in the morning to get some training. Go ahead, Law.
It's so funny that we keep on dawning on these topics that Lord did papers on when he was in college. You said bonds, and I said I did a 20-page paper in my undergrad about bonds, and I was actually considering making this an ebook as well.
Yeah,
but
you should.
This is like the third time somebody mentioned something, and here go a paper, and I'm like, oh, here go the paper. But it breaks down bonds and the different type of bonds, what it is. It just breaks it down.
The older, the better right now. Gold is another hard asset. This is still, right, I'm still in number one. I said hard assets. Gold. You can even look, well, utilities. Them ain't going nowhere. Utilities ain't going nowhere. Unless y'all want to live in caves and take cold, dark showers. Utilities ain't going nowhere, Jerome. And if you a man and you trying to make Sugar take a cold, dark shower, Sugar ain't going over there. You understand? You know, she's protected by the Lord. She's not, you know, it ain't happening. You understand what I'm saying? You can't get no woman to come over there. Hey, Kiera, listen, I ain't got no toilet paper. I ain't got no electricity. I ain't got no running water. But I got potential. Ain't anybody trying to hear all that. Anybody trying to hear all that, okay? I'm gonna need you to have some kinetic, okay? Yeah, get that potential and put it in moving. You understand? So these are some hard assets. Real estate is my favorite. The second place that I would invest in. Oh, go ahead, Law. Go ahead, Law.
That's so funny. I got an interesting story. I was dating this guy, and he invited me over. He was like, oh, you want to watch a movie? So I'm like, okay, great. You know, I'm thinking it's going to be on a TV. I get to his house, it's on a laptop. I'm like, no, you got the wrong brother. I'm not finna sit here and watch no movie on no small laptop. I drove up in here in my own car. Now, sorry, I will see you another time.
Hey,
Get it
man.
together, brother.
Hey, man, he had the pillows set so the laptop could be high, and then the heat from the on the milk crate. You know what I'm saying? He had to set it up, man. Had to set up. Had the noodles going on. It was good. He fixed noodles with bottled water. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was no tap water them noodles. That was bottled water them noodles.
I said when I left foster care, I'll never eat noodles again. I haven't ate noodles again. Sorry. Nope.
It's too funny. Them girls, they love noodles. Yeah, they Grace, they still love them. They be doing all sorts to Tony Sachet cheese in them and stuff. All that money, and they still be eating noodles. They hood.
Don't knock it. Them noodles be good too.
Yeah.
Nice and filling.
The second place you should do is, if you can't do real estate, then you find real estate. Sales funnels. It's the same thing. What is real estate? Real estate is a hard asset. It's other people's money going into a hard asset that goes back into your bank account. What's sales funnels? Other people's money going into a hard asset that goes back into your bank account. So if you can't spend $250,000 on real estate, then you spend $250 on a sales funnel or something. I don't know. Money's still being spent. I showed y'all the big old red line. That don't mean y'all ain't out there at the Walmart spending no money. If you should have bought a liquor store, because they booming. Whenever there is a economic downturn, the liquor stores go up. Y'all know it. This is liquor time. It's non-drinkers going to drink. But just go and give me some of them wine coolers, you know. I'm looking at it having right now. The third option, Carol, would be you gotta be careful with this. Not careful in a bad way. You gotta decide. You can either get someone like me, not me, but someone like me, that you know, like find Jeff Bezos, find Mark Zuckerberg, or Antonio Smith. If you know, not cousin Willie. I'm talking about a company that's actually got people showing up around the world at 8 o'clock in the morning or 12 o'clock in the morning, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. And if you can't do that, then actually a network marketing company, a reputable one, would actually be just fine. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's like buying McDonald's, except for you're buying a franchise. You just need to make sure the compensation plan is great, and you need to make sure they know terrible company, and I would tell you it's like 90% of them out there terrible. So don't
Is
listen
this
to me.
still under hard assets?
No, I was 2 and 3. I gave you 2 and 3. Oh. 2 was sales funnels. Yeah. What'd you say, Willa?
2 wasn't 2 utility?
Oh, well, yeah, that was inside of hard assets. Once I brought up utilities, I got out of hard assets, and I went to sales funnels. I just didn't want to say hard assets without telling you how. Network marketing / some business person like Justin would be a great someone like that. So Justin is accustomed to exchange. Justin is always around millions of dollars every year. Y'all understand? Justin is already doing his state. He's one of the richest people on this call right now. I know his net worth is way over $1 million. You know what I'm saying? And he doing real estate in New York, for God's sake. That's real real estate. His price tags got, he buying properties that you can get in Texas for 90% cheaper. He buying real estate. You understand? Yeah, buddy. So he doing it. So somebody like that. Okay. What's the title for this one? I would call it, just call it business, hard business, or network marketing. Those are the only 3 things that I would trust, Carol, in this time. There are more. Notice I didn't say stocks. I'm not telling you not to do stocks because I put stocks in there with hard asset when it comes to bonds. There's a lot of money being made in stocks. But you don't invest in stocks and stay in stocks. You take those gains and you put it into one of these hard real estate, one of these assets here, one of these 3. 90% of the people, 1% of the world controls 90% of the world's income. This is, or 96% of the world's income. Of that 1%, 90% of that 1% have real estate. This is what it is. Now, back to this here, because I'm trying to bless thee. I want you blessed, and then I am done. I told y'all, my man Justin said there's a new king in town when he saw it. I literally laced y'all up months ago. Man, Sam. Boom. Right there. I laced y'all up months ago. I'm going to show you 2 more things that I said. Y'all need to focus on $250 million. Cash flow. But this is the power. See, Justin got this when I said this. Money is slavery. Cash flow is freedom. Please pay attention to this last sentence. You can't even say this. This ain't even on Google. You can't say this unless you actually dealing with real. You can't even be in a. If you're not in the top 1%, you can't even think of this. If you make money, someone controls you with debt. If you have cash flow, you control debt and have true freedom. Listen to me, y'all. I'm landing the plane. Y'all keep focusing on money. The problem with money, Carol, is money is debt. You can't get money without it being debt. It's the way it works. It also means if you make it, then you are a slave to it, whether it be your customers or anything. Let me read what Jessica says. I was always an angel investor, recently started investing in stocks for additional streams of income. Now it's time to add stocks. Yeah, buddy, you sure right. And Justin, he knows he's gonna take that money and he's gonna put it back in real estate. He knows what to do with it. Listen, y'all. Every last one of you, your goal is to make money. I don't teach you that. I don't teach you how to make money. I teach you how to generate cash flow. These are two different things. Making money is to trade time for money. That in itself is a debt. How many of you are smart enough to know through experience, your own experience, that the moment you take a customer's money, you're their slave? You know it. As soon as they say, Jerome, all right, do this for me. And now you know you ain't got no choice. That ain't the life. That's not the life. That is not the life. No, if you want to generate cash flow, cash flow is freedom. Cash flow is when you sit back, your stomach start bubbling. You say, ooh, I got to use the restroom. And you go and you use the restroom. And I'm talking one of them restrooms, you got to take off your clothes. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Don't fool me now. You know, one of the ones you got to, whoo, it's too much. And you fooled around and made a couple of $100 while in the restroom. That's cash flow. It's a crazy example, I know, but you understand what I'm saying. You understand. Unless you need rid of until I can get the good debt low, cash flow is the way. That's it, man. Cash flow is the way. To get that cash flow. Now, one more thing. I gave you a new goal. And I'll let you do this with me, back in February or something, and I'm listening, y'all. I know I be too ahead of the game. I saw this article in February. Forget this part, but this is for private helicopters to concierge doctors. This is what I want to. Inequality is big business. I saw this article, NPR. It made me change my whole class. It did. Inequality is big business. I'll post this for y'all real quick. Me 3 more minutes, I'm out of here. Then it made me change. It made me do a whole meeting because I knew exactly what they was talking about. And if you come to YouTube, and then you go to my YouTube channel, right there, 3 months ago, I did a whole class on inequality is big business. Sure did. Sure did. Did a whole class on inequality is big business. I laced it up, Grace. Grace, I laced it up. Look. I sure did. And then went right to that article on this class. Went right to it. Went right to that article on this class. Okay? I don't know who watched it. I don't know. I know YouTube say it got 3 views. So that's 3 people. I'm putting it back out there again. I was on some Nostradamus stuff. There it is. Grace, go to slide this in your group. Because all them links is real close together. You just slide this one in your group. Just slide this one. Don't even say nothing. Just put it out there. Don't even say nothing. Whoever will. In that training, I tried to tell y'all, this system is set up this way. Sugar, we devalue the dollar just so you got to work harder to get to where we at. Let me tell y'all something. The top 1% is a bunch of malarkey. Now, there's a lot of good people in the top 1%. As a matter of fact, I only know the good ones. I don't know any bad ones. But there are some bad ones. But they're not the people you're going to meet. They're the people creating the laws. Let me tell you something. I need you to receive this. This system is set up for you to lose. Today, here's my warning to you. It made me switch my whole meeting when I saw that article. My warning to you. Vanessa, they about to lie to you. They about to lie to you like a cute man that ain't got no job and need a place to stay, and you got a house and a refrigerator full of food. They about to lie. Oh yeah, girl, nah, God told me we was gonna be together. Yeah. Sugar, you heard it before. I had a vision. I was minding my business, and God told me that you was the one. Now you need a place to stay. They about to lie to you. The government today. I just want y'all to just please, because anything you can account for, you can control. I just want all of y'all, every country here, go look at your government talk to you today. So let's define where your government is. Any major news channel is your government. Please know that, because those people lobby your government. Rupert Murdoch is not your friend. All right? Just, okay? Let me tell you, from Fox News, don't matter, right? Because I'm trying to be worldwide. Left or right, they all lying to you. And don't be mad. Just listen to the lies. You can't get smart if you don't know what your oppressor is talking about. You got to know what your oppressor is talking about. You need to know how they trying to scare you. Because I can assure you, I'm in the NRA. Sure am. Oh, I'm in the NRA. Oh, I'm a licensed car carrying member. National Rifle Association? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I get all of it. Please tell me what y'all talking about today. Oh yeah, I get all that. You need to know what your oppressor's saying. And all I want you to do is don't make any decisions. Just learn the language. See, Justin learned the language. Learn the language. Once you learn the language, then you can become fluent in financial intelligence. Stop letting people, you do know those people on the news are employees. Why the hell y'all letting the employees scare y'all? That don't make no sense. Them employees. It don't matter if they high paid employees, they still in the E quadrant. I'm not finna let nobody in the E quadrant talk me out of being in the B and I quadrant. Get out of here with that. You got a job. Well, if I ain't never made sense, I sure making sense right now, Justin. You got a job. Trying to tell me. Man, trying to tell me how to be an entrepreneur. Get out of here. I'm not for listening to that. You got a job. Acting like you smart with a bachelor's. Get out of here. I ain't trying to be all that there. They fit a lot of y'all. $250 million is your goal. But I don't believe that. I didn't ask you if you believe it. I said $250 million is your goal. I'm too old. That ain't got nothing to do with God and the internet. $250 million is your goal. cash flow. People like Justin and myself will get you there. Antonio T. Smith Jr., you can plan better. You can dominate. All right, everybody. See you at 11-ish or something. Have a good one.
Lowe's has more of what trade pros like you need to get the job done. That means more delivery options, more convenient hours to fit your schedule, and more savings to fit your budget. More of the brands you trust the most. More of everything you need, all in one place. That's why, in the past year, more electricians, landscapers, painters, plumbers, and other pros helped make Lowe's the new home for trade pros. U.S. only.